What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Traffic in the Slot. I've got a fresh new episode today. Gonna try and get into some bold predictions to get us through this very long, very boring off season. How you guys doing? This shirt? Timu.
It's a nice shirt.
Fucking
Alright,
key
that's
back. That's it. I love it. It was a Christmas present. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
Classic
cool
Nordiques, fucking straight out the 80s.
That is cool.
A little retro
Thank you,
shit
thank you,
going on
guys.
there. I like
Appreciate
it.
I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah. It's super comfortable too. Like so soft. So soft. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Oh. Yeah,
Alright.
man. Loving it. Loving it. So, how you guys doing today? What do we got? What are we going on with?
Nothing.
It's
No.
Shit, man. There's like no news. There's
such a
nothing to
boring,
report.
boring time right now. It's just
It-
every time I get on Twitter, it's just people saying stuff. Nothing of substance anywhere. Like Elliot Friedman
Dude.
hasn't even said shit lately.
yeah, nothing. There was nothing out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I heard was Marchenko's now is going to be traded. I've heard that for a couple of days.
Yeah, it was. I saw the first report where it was like it's imminent, it's about to happen, and then it's like 4
Yeah.
days later, and I'm like, yeah, okay, all right,
I haven't
whatever.
heard nothing. It's just
Yeah,
nothing.
fuck it. Yeah, I've been just mindlessly scrolling through reels because I have nothing to do at work now. And I swear to God, every third one is like, only 60 more days until hockey season's back.
Yeah.
Only 2 more months before I could stop being bored out of my skull and scream, shoot the puck!
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I was telling,
Yeah.
I texted in the group today, like I watch all the Avalanche podcasts too. There's just no content, dude. There's just nothing to.
I'm at that point where I'm about to just go rewatch the Vegas series just so I can feel disappointment again to get ready for the season.
Hate fuel.
Yes. You've heard of G Fuel. Now let's bring you some hate fuel. Oh God.
Well, we got bold predictions, guys. I got a couple.
Yeah. What you
Yeah,
got
we're making some bold predictions
thrown
about
out there?
about the Avs players. Avs,
feel like-
like not so much roster moves, I'd say. More like
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. What do we expect is going to come out of some of these players this year is kind of what we're looking.
Right.
There may be some some sort of roster moves may happen. Let's obligatory Arturi Lehkonen trade reference here. That's not a bold prediction.
No.
But yeah,
Well, bold, we got to go like bold. These are things that
Bold.
are probably not going to happen, but if they do, we look really fucking good. You know,
Bold prediction. Matt Boldy will be an out. No, I'm kidding.
that'd be a bold
Yeah, I
prediction.
know,
I would
right?
love to see.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Oh
Great.
God, I would be all about it.
Yeah.
Man can dream. Pipe dream.
First,
I feel like Connor's gonna be heading this one up for the most part. So let's go ahead and just.
I'm only lightly prepared.
I mean, if you want, I'll throw mine out.
all right.
Okay.
I got one, and then I got
Okay.
two more, but it's kind of like they go together.
Okay.
So,
nothing wrong with that.
but you go first, and then I'll go with my first one.
So, my first bold prediction, and this is 100% a guess out of left field here, but I feel like Schwartz is gonna have 30 goals this season.
You dick. All right, but that's fine. I'll tell. You go through your spiel, and I'll do mine.
So I watched another podcast do some game tape on Schwartz while I was waiting at the DMV because I had all the time in the universe there. Because let's be fair, that's basically where we wait to die. It's Florida encapsulated by the government. Anyway. But I just watching some of his tape and stuff, I was like, okay. I didn't know a whole lot about Schwartz beforehand. I still don't remember his first name half the time, so if that gives you any idea.
Jaden,
yeah. Jaden, Jason, whatever. Jimmy Bob Schwartz. Anyway, yeah, I like what he does. I like his style. I think he'll fit very well with the Avs. And I think being on the second line there with Nelson, he's going to get a lot of opportunity to just pop stuff right there in the front of the net. So that's pretty much all I got on that one. Is
Okay,
maybe
since-
they'll just throw him on the power play a little bit here or there, depending on how he does throughout the season. But yeah, I think we're gonna see the second line driving stuff.
I'm gonna jump on that because you stole one, dick.
Well,
No, it's fine.
it's small, but it's fierce.
I have a bit of a different take on it. It's the same take. I think Jaden Schwartz is going to score 30 goals this year. But I don't think he's going to be playing with Brock Nelson. I think he's going to be on the top line.
Well, then.
I think that... What, Paul?
Is he a left wing?
He is a left wing.
Yeah.
He's going to take Arturi Lekkonen's spot. Jaden Schwartz is going to take Lecky's spot on the top line by... and it's because his net front presence is a thing that a McKinnon line really needs. And he has that in spades. It's not so much, he's not like the tipper that Val was. But I watched it was like a 6-minute YouTube video of all of the goals that Jaden Schwartz scored during the 24-25 season. And there are two things I noticed. He is so good at corralling the loose puck down low. And then he also has this weird, like, half clapper snapshot thing that he does. Just wicked release. It's just so funky looking, and he pots it like it's just crazy.
It's like a quarter slap shot.
Yeah,
a quarter of the way he goes up. Yeah,
and he roofs it every time too. And it's such a wild snap. Yeah. And
you know what? I think Landeskog scored that goal in Dallas when he came back last year in the playoffs. I think he scored with that type of shot. It wasn't a full slap shot. It was kind of like a little, like the stick, like a quarter of a way up, like to like almost like the knees, and then he just took it and hit it off the post. But I know what you're saying.
So that's my point is that Landy used to be that that down low presence, but it seems like since the injury, the knee surgeries and stuff, he's been a little less inclined to play in that area. Val, same thing with him. And then they don't really have anybody else that does that. Like Kadri used to be that kind of guy. Again, not really, doesn't really do it. Brock Nelson, I don't know if it's the system or what, but I feel like they went and got Jaden Schwartz for that exact thing. You know what Jaden Schwartz is to me? It's like a poor man Zach Hyman. You're going to get that McKinnon, Nietzsche, Schwartz line is going to be similar to the McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman line. That's what
Conor, I can go with mine because mine's like actually perfect with both of you guys saying what you said.
Sure.
Go for it.
The power play is going to be a top 5 this year.
That's great.
Because, and I honestly was going to say because of Jaden Schwartz.
So
I was watching.
You're saying the power play is going to be top 5 because Schwartz is going to come in with the roofie and catch the goalie sleeping?
With the 30 goals that he will score this year, 20 will probably be on the power play.
Damn, all right.
If they use him the right way, that's what's going to happen. I didn't say top 5. I said top 12, but that was my two-parter, was Jaden Schwartz has 30 goals, and because of that, the Avs power play finishes top 12.
I think they're going to make an immense comeback this year on the power play. I think their penalty kill is going to be a little worse this year because they lost Drury and Chiskin. It might be a little... We'll see. Because LaRue is a pretty good penalty killer. I don't know if Jaden Schwartz is a penalty killer or not.
Well, my philosophy on that though is unless we're 100% wrong on the last dozen times we've talked about trading Lecky, he's going to keep the PK intact up until the trade deadline, and then obviously they're probably going to try and replace him with somebody that can be a quality PK guy.
Yeah, but I just think like the power play is going to be so much better. I was watching, like you said, Hodge. I was watching Jaden Schwartz over the week. He's a garbage man.
Yeah,
he doesn't even look to pass when he gets the puck in the slot. He just turns and shoots. He'll just put it right on net. He just
exactly
creates
what this team needs.
He's literally like a chaos man in front of. He doesn't care if he gets hit from behind, gets cross check, he gets right back up. He's a tough dude.
He's
He really is.
he's only
I just hope he
5'9".
stays healthy.
He's 5'11", 190. Yeah.
No.
He's also very stealthy in the offensive zone. He gets in behind very easily. Those clips were just him being in the right place at the right time. It was 26 goals of it. Either that or it was those I'm standing in the crease with my stick on the ice and he's going to throw it at my stick and I'm just going to stand here. He had like 5 of those.
Yeah, like I saw some tape. Like he went into the corner, and this was full strength. He went into the corner, but he stopped one right in front. And the defense kept on going back, trying to play him into the corner, and he just sneaks his way around on beneath the dots.
Yeah,
and behind the net. So I hope if they use him effectively, the way he should be used, he's going to get like 30 goals, dude. I think like 20 should at least be on the power play.
Well, let's see if Hackstall can actually completely reformat the power play to make it worthwhile and use them effectively. I think that's going to Connor's point on the last episode, or a couple episodes again, with Hackstall having worked with him before. I'm wondering now if they're going to, I want to say remove the slingshot because I just want it to happen finally.
I hope they do too, dude.
But at least retool it in a way that it's not so prevalent or obvious, and they can finally bum rush the blue line to make him and Nietzsche's effective in terms of getting around the defense. Let McKinnon just plow through the defense like he does with everybody, especially if he's one-on-one.
They should just skate down the ice when they get the puck behind it. Let's say they dump it down.
Oh yeah.
Lindsay Blackwood or Wedgwood stops it, dishes it off to McCarr. All 4 guys should just follow McCarr into the zone with. Even if you have to dump it in, McKinnon's skating at 20 miles an hour full speed. He's going to beat everyone to the boards, into the corner. Just skate with the puck. Like you're skating 5-on-5. They do it so effectively 5-on-5.
What I would do is have 2 guys, McKinnon, Nietzsche, and McCarr. Doesn't matter. Whatever combination. Who cares? It could be Jaden Schwartz and McKinnon. It doesn't really matter. But you got your 3 guys at the blue line, and you've got your 2 skaters, whichever 2 you choose, coming forward with the puck, pretty much aligned. They could be off a little, and then you have multiple options. You can just start straight in and dump the puck past, or you can try to carry the puck in, or you can hit it to one of those guys and they can tip slap it into the zone. Any of those things will work, and they look different. If they want to use the slingshot, I'm fine with that, but not only the slingshot. Can we just have a couple other plays, please?
Mix it up.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to mix it up. I just don't feel the power play is going to be 3 years in a row like shit. This has to be the year that it has to come together as a top 5 unit. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're more than capable of being. They should be number 1.
I really do think that Colorado brought Jaden Schwartz in because of his familiarity with Dave Hackstall. Clearly. I wouldn't be surprised if Sakic went to him at during the offseason and said, before free agency, and said, all right, what do I need to fix the power play? What do you want? Who's out there?
Yeah.
What can we do? What do we need to get? And
I'm sure there was 100% like a coach's meeting with Sakic on that. Like, what the fuck do we need to do, guys? This is.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if Hackstall was like, if Jaden Schwartz makes it to the market, he's a guy I can work with. I know how to use him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can make everything, and the guys around it, McKinnon, McCarr, Nietzsche, whoever else you want to put out there, Nelson, Kadri, whatever, those guys can work with anyone. Landy. Sure. Yeah. Those guys can work with anybody. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
All your top 3 centers are on the ice for that. Like,
because that effectively eliminates a second line power play, period.
Right. I think, that, of course, I'd love to see the 2 units sometimes. So anytime, please. 2 units.
Yeah. Well, a minute and a half of McKinnon getting stomped at the blue line is kind of getting tiring.
I mean, Hackstall and Bednar should also start from game 1. That if the power play isn't doing anything, they're starting the second unit. Like, get it in their heads. Like, don't do it game 53. Do it game 1.
Yeah.
And McKinnon and the guys would be like, all right, so if we don't play well, we don't score. I mean, you don't have to score. You're not going to score every time, but at least get some chances. I mean,
If you can't get into the ozone within the first 30 seconds, like, all right, we need to change it. Just get them out.
If they, if they game 7, they roll out, instead of rolling that same unit out, they go, all right, this time it's going to be these 5 guys.
Yep.
And every time from then on, just keep swapping guys out until you find a combination that fucking works.
Yeah.
That does something, that breaks the schneid.
Just during the game.
I mean, I could have made arguments that they should have had, like, Parker Kelly should have gotten more power play time.
OC.
Yeah.
Well, LOC was hurt all year.
Well, I know, but
yeah,
during the playoffs and stuff.
I think. So do we? All right, I'm done talking about the power play. Do we want to move on to more bold predictions?
Yeah,
bold opinions on the power play.
Hodge.
So, a writer colleague of mine had wrote an article recently on this, and I agree with her completely. It's about Nazem Kadri and how his place on the roster and the lineup, where he fits in, is critical to the Avs' success. And my bold prediction is that he's going to slot in as that second line left wing. And if Lecky stays on the team, that pushes him to the third line left wing with Fedor Svechkov and O'Connor. And my fourth line is Kelly, Waugh, and LaRue.
You don't think Kadri's going to be the third line center? I don't know if he could play like on the top 6 anymore, to be honest. Like, I think he'd be more effective as a third line center.
He's had so many hand injuries. He wasn't effective last season for us because he broke his finger and he couldn't play center. I just don't feel like Kadri fits with any of the left, like the bottom 6. Like Kadri, Waugh, and who? O'Connor?
Well, the third line could be Kadri,
Kelly.
I would think like if you put like LaRue and Svechkov on with Kadri, that wouldn't be bad, dude. Trying those 3 guys out. LaRue's going to hit everybody. I just think like with
Kadri hell to me,
line, I think it'd be more effective.
I guess that makes sense because you can have Kelly, Waugh, and O'Connor as your fourth line.
I think that line is so good, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a really good fourth. That's a really, really good fourth.
And then that LaRue, I guess LaRue and Svechkov are slotted at the third line. They have 2 third lines.
Yeah, 2 third lines. Yes, exactly.
I was gonna say right now the third line is Schwartz, Waugh, and O'Connor.
Yeah, but I'm basing this all on my idea that Schwartz is going to take the
line of
Kadri, OC. Yeah, I put the lines together that like for their natural position. Like I hate putting like a center on a wing. It's just just play them at their natural position. Let's see how it works. You know, I know Svechkov he's actually not a really good center.
We technically have like 7 centers.
We do. If you count Kelly.
Or Nietzsche, or Landy, or Waugh.
Yeah, depending on what side of the ice they're taking the face off.
Do what?
I said depending on what side of the ice they're taking the face off.
Yeah.
That's the benefit, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if the third line ended up being like Kadri, Kelly, and OC.
I wouldn't either.
And having Waugh, Svechkov, and LaRue at the fourth.
Either or. Yeah, I agree. Either those combinations would be fine with me.
Just having a big line.
Everything really hinges on whether Svechkov can play quality minutes at third or fourth line center. That's really what
it depends on whether or not Kadri can keep his hands healthy.
Yeah, this old ass team needs to stay healthy. I mean, we were healthy last year.
Yeah. I think like their worst enemy is probably themselves. The only way they'll beat themselves this year with injuries and you know, Lekkonen's got to stay healthy. Kadri's got to stay healthy. You know, Manson's got to stay healthy. It's just health. We were
going to stay out of concussion protocol
last year, and look what happened. We were like 42-9 at some point. That's That's insane. 49-7 or something. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, going into December or something like that.
Yeah.
We hit a bump in the road, but we expected that.
Yeah, we had a bump in the road. It's called the Olympics.
Yeah, that we were bad before the Olympics, though. We came out of the Olympics pretty good, though, when we came out.
I think they were bad going into the Olympics because everyone was prepping themselves for the Olympics.
Yeah, minds were on something else.
Kind of like
100%.
exactly.
100%. I was like, the non-Olympic players were thinking about what they were going to do while they were off, and the Olympic players were thinking about gold medals.
Yep.
I got another bold one. But you want to know what? This is probably very possible. Marty Necas is going to lead the team in goals with 54.
Oh boy! Woo, that's a big number.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, Necas is going to get a 50-goal season.
54 goals for Marty Necas. McKinnon will probably get in the 40s or the high 30s, but I think this is Marty Necas' season.
Yo, we're gonna have a top line with a 30-goal, a 40-goal, and a 50-goal score. Fuck yeah, sign me up.
Gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. Necas wants to score 50 goals this year. He got the 100 points.
Yeah, he got a century mark last year.
I was telling Nate, dude, I want to score 50 like you do, dude. I'm like,
well, he better. As long as he stops taking a pass opportunity every time he has a wide open net, he could easily bank 50.
Yeah.
Remember Conor was saying in the beginning of the offseason, like, we need like a sniper, like, we need someone like just a pure shooter, like Ovechkin. Someone doesn't even want to look for a pass. Just fucking shoot.
Yeah.
That's what Necas needs to be.
We need them.
I don't know if he was like, shit, if I don't pass Nate, is he going to say something to me in the locker room? Like, you should have passed that puck. They can't think like that anymore. This entire team next year is going to be completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
This is the year.
This is the year. Last year we should have won, but this is the year we have to win the cup. Or after this, now the window's going to start to close, close to halfway. Now we're on the other side of the mountain. No pun intended. Yeah. But of going, downhill now, of getting to the point of a rebuilding retool maybe in about 5 years.
Yeah.
I know 5 years. But we have a team right now that's capable of winning the cup. The thing is, everyone was upset when Colton left, when Nuchiskin left. I was too. I'm going to miss Nuchiskin the most.
Yeah. Choo-choo for sure. Colton, not so much.
I love Big Val. I have his jersey. I've always loved Big Val.
Yeah.
We just got rid of guys who just wasn't producing, and we got the same guys back for the less money. Look at Jaden Schwartz's stats. The same as Nuchiskin.
Nope. Yeah, to that point about the window closing, like for the locals out here, we don't want to be on the other side of the western slope when it comes to the playoffs. We don't want to be that Grand Junction Avalanche.
Right.
Fucking garbage ass place.
But yeah, I think Marty's gonna get 54 tallies this year.
I could see that.
And he'll also do a lot more on the power play as well. Yeah. He'll have power play goes up there with you.
I'm gonna say, if the power play is top 5, then yeah, I could see all that for sure.
Line with a top 5 power play, yeah, I'd see that.
Do we all think that Cale McCarr's gonna get 100 points this year?
Yes. I think we're all on that. I think he has to. At this point, he has to. It's like the last benchmark he really has to overcome, I think, to really cement himself as. I still think he's going to be under 30. A lot of his 100 are going to come from 2As.
Yeah, 70 to 75 assists.
If we're going to bank on all these other predictions, then yeah, Cale McCarr's going to get 100 if we're going to score all these power play goals on the top line, and he's going to have 88 assists and 30 goals or 20 goals or some shit.
88 assists for all of Nietzsche's 54 goals. All of them. I love it. Fuck.
Do you guys think that they're going to be doing this thing with the goalie carousel? I know Hodge loves his goalies, but do you think Blackwood's going to be 6 games in a row?
You did remind me of one I had while I was sitting at the DMV, actually. I think that Blackwood is going to have at least a 915 save percentage. I think he's going to cement himself in. He's going to take that top spot. They're still going to do the goalie tandem, but I have a feeling like now that he's gotten through all the injury stuff from last season, he's coming into a full off season healthy. He's going to be in training camp fully healthy. Yeah, I would not be surprised if he's sitting at like a 915 and probably somewhere like I'd say 187, 189 GAA.
Oof. That's
Blackwood.
good numbers, dude.
Blackwood is a Vezina finalist in next season. Wedgwood will take a small step back, but Blackwood's going to be a Vezina.
He'll probably regress back to the mean of like 901, 902, something like that.
Yeah, he'll go back to being your solid backup goaltender.
Yeah, he's going to probably only have like 30, 35 games this season. To that point, I would not be surprised if we ship Minor off as part of a package deal.
There's going to be a goalie trade. I 100% believe that.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think it's
Whether it's
off either though.
Whether it's Wedgwood, Minor, or Nabokov, it remains to be seen. I doubt it's Nabokov, but
I doubt it's Wedgwood. And
why?
Here's why. The big reason why I doubt it would be Wedgie is because Wedgie's presence with the team, what he brings to it, and also what he provides for Blackwood as his backup.
Yeah, they do have a really good relationship as a tandem.
Yeah. Yep.
They really do.
So I don't think that they want to. I don't think they're going to want to break that up this year.
I don't disagree.
I agree with Hodge totally with this one. We all agree this is like the year to do it. Like we got to do it this year.
Yep.
And to have good goalie insurance if something happens to Blackwood. Look what happened to Darcy Kemper when he got his eye poked. You know.
Yeah.
And we had Frankie, right?
Yeah, in that Nashville, and that was the first round. So when we had Frankie, he was a reliable backup goaltender. If it wasn't for Frankie's performance of 6-0 with a shutout, would he get 1 or 2 shutouts? I know he got 1.
I think he had 2.
I don't know if he got
2.
He got 2. We would have won the cup. If you put Trent Marner in the playoffs, he's going to get lit up, dude. You know, like right in.
Yeah.
You know, I think having Wedgwood, I totally agree with Hodge. I don't think Wedgwood's going to get traded. I think out of all the goalies, I think Trent Marner would. I like Trent Marner, but it's just this year.
If it has to be during the season, Wedgwood might be an off-season trade.
Well, this is his last year, isn't it?
I thought is it? Okay.
I think this is his last season. I'm going to look it up right now.
The only way Wedgwood gets traded is if it's a playoff team at the trade deadline that's desperately in need of goalie help, and we can poach something great from them for that goal.
Yeah, he's on a 1-year, $2.5 million. He signed November of last
like
year.
Florida, like we said before in the last a couple of podcasts ago. Like if we can get, because we'll have them by the balls. Like you want Wedgwood, you got to give us this guy.
Or fucking Buffalo if they don't get.
Buffalo has like 94 goalies in their system. They had like 7 guys that were starters.
Who do they have? I was gonna say, yeah. Who do they have as quality starters right now?
Yeah. Well, they got Luka.
Oh yeah,
Luka Pekka.
My
best name in hockey right now.
Exactly.
I still feel bad for Levi at Edmonton. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I here?
Yeah.
Bad situation. He'll be the backup. Though. He'll be Jar.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Alex Lyon. I like Lyon.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
Yeah, but someone like Florida, right, Conor? Yeah. Like if and Sakic will have him by the balls, but look, we know you want Wedgwood, but we want this guy. If you're not going to give him to him, we're not getting Wedgwood.
Right.
That's how he has to be, right? Like Lundell or something like that. I'm just saying.
But yeah. I get what you're saying.
Markstrom, and who's the other goalie?
Akira Schmid.
Yeah, I mean Schmidt's not bad.
He's young. He's in that group of players like Askarov and Spencer Knight, and he's not. He's gonna be probably a good NHL goaltender, but he's not quite there yet. He's still young. He's only like 28, I think. And goalie prime is 31, 32.
I don't know why, but I keep going back to Jersey for a trade. I just can't
Jersey
see
needs
anything.
they need a goalie too.
And Nico Dawes.
I don't know anything about Nico Dawes, but I know Jake Allen. And
Yeah, Jake Allen's.
the only thing I have to say about Jake Allen is that he's not Jacob Markstrom, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I still hate on that guy.
But Markstrom's on Florida, so
Yeah.
they could get to the playoffs and be like, Joe, we need a goalie. You willing to give up Wedgwood? And he'll be like, yeah, you give us Lundell. We need someone, in return for his. If you're gonna praise him so high as a good goaltender, we need someone in return. And you got him by the balls. And if they don't do it, who cares? Okay, now you keep Wedgwood. Now you still have him for the playoffs. I'm just saying, it's like like what Joe Sakic would, be the dick. Like you give us Lundell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something
He could
like
fleece
that.
them. If they're desperate enough, he will fleece them. That's basically the idea. What it really would boil down to is which team needs a goalie because somebody got hurt. Who does Joseph Woll play for? Philadelphia now? Isn't that right? It's him and Dan Vladar, right? Yeah, if Joseph Woll gets hurt, which he probably will, then, maybe Philly's number 2 in the division and is trying to make a push for first place, and they trade Wedgwood to Philadelphia for something, that kind of idea.
Yeah. You get that desperate team that would trade, someone that they really would not want to trade, but they have to get that goalie to go further in the playoffs. Or
what about the idea of trading for Jesper Bratt?
Yeah, good luck. Whoever the GM in New Jersey is, if they trade Jesper Bratt, they need to be taken out and shot because that's dumb. No, don't do that. I'd love for it to happen, but he's probably their not necessarily best player, but most consistent player.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just looking at his stats real quick. I was like, that dude is averaging 25, 27 goals a season.
He's awesome
every year.
And he's on the ice all the time, as opposed to Zach Hughes, who can't keep steak knives out of his hand.
Yeah, well, knives are hard.
Don't let him cut.
His mom wasn't there to cut his food for him.
He should just start ordering his steaks rare. Just pick it up and eat it with your hand. Yeah, exactly. Be a toddler, damn it. Be the toddler you are. The little Hughes brother. You bitch. I'm not a fan of the Hughes brothers.
So we got Jaden Schwartz, 30 goals. You got the power play being a top 5. You got Nate just leading the team in goals, 54.
Mm-hmm.
And we all
Car's making the century mark.
Should get 100 points. Is that all we have so far right now? What else did you have?
And a goalie trade.
Oh, and the goal
for sure. I think Trent Miner for sure.
Is a great piece of value right now for for trade.
Yeah.
Like he really is. He had a stellar season last year. He's probably
I think he'd be a great backup for Dustin Wolf.
but he did get NHL time this year. He did pretty good.
Yeah, I mean limited NHL time. Like he's got
but
5 games
shutout though.
Yeah, he did.
He did get a shutout this year or last year.
But I mean, I'm saying ruling out your Gavin Brindleys and TJ Hughes is probably more valuable than Trent Miner.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, yes and no. I feel like, and then again, maybe I'm biased because goalies, but I feel like good quality goaltenders are harder to come by.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
I see too many these goaltenders that peak right in the middle, and your Markstroms and stuff like that. It's just so hard to quantify. That if you got something like Trent Miner and you know that he can perform, 15, 20 games and keep you in a playoff run, that's gonna be value.
Yeah. He played really good for the Eagles last year, so.
I know. I'm I wasn't even thinking about that. What he's been doing in the AHL, amazing.
So the idea about goalies being harder to find, there's the forwards and defense have a different there's a play scheme that they have to play into, and they can fit in different roles. Bunting. He was so valuable when he played for Toronto, but he's a scrub. He was an Austin Matthews merchant, Mitch Marner, those guys. So but a goalie don't have that. If he's got a shitty team in front of him, he can still stop all the shots. Just ask Roberto Luongo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's my favorite goaltender to talk about. If he was literally on any other team, he probably would have had 3 cups.
Mark Denis had one of those seasons in Columbus.
Yeah.
He had a killer season in Columbus. He was just stopping everything, but he wasn't a great goaltender. There's the goaltender. You're either really good at it or you're not, and there's varying levels of that, of course, but like there's only so many NHL starters. Parker Kelly scored 21 goals last season. He's a 3rd line, 4th line winger. Never done that. More than doubled his total because he was in a system that rewarded him for the way he plays. That's the difference between a skater and a goaltender. It's so hard to find a goaltender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They're few and beyond. So it's, like with Nabokov, though, it's weird because it's like, he's a short goaltender. He's only like 5'11", I think. So.
Mm-hmm.
Hasek acrobatic. Like, he's just like, waffle goes up, he just like puts stacks to pads. Unfortunately, he played for a really crappy team when he was in Russia. And I know he didn't really have a good year this year. But
well, it just means he's got plenty of practice getting hit with a puck.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, what do you guys think of trade package?
Mm-hmm.
What about Gulyev? What's his name? Gulyev, yeah. You think he's going to get traded? I thought he would get traded this season. He's in Russia for another 3 years. He signed.
I think Colorado's going to wait and see because he's one of those super skilled, offensively gifted defensemen, or supposed to be. He had a terrible year last year. I don't know what happened to him. So apparently,
his ice time went down for some reason.
He was playing poorly. So there's a weird number of things that happened from what I understand. He had a rough training camp, whatever they do over there preseason, and he was hurt some. They played him at forward.
Yeah.
Because he's a Cale Makar-sized defenseman, smaller, offensively talented, that kind of guy. But they played him at forward for a little while. They were trying things. I guess they were trying to get him going or trying to spark something, but his time dwindled. It didn't work out. I don't know what to make of that. And I think Colorado is taking a wait and see approach. And if somebody was
to go, a potential reclamation project.
Right. So if some other team was like, yo, we really want that guy. And then Colorado was like, well, we're not sure we want to part with him. He still has a lot of value because of his potential. But the question is that potential reachable now? Because he seems to have fallen off of his game somehow. And Colorado has time to wait. Because
he's there for 3 years. So they have 3 years to see what he could do.
Yeah. You think Bardakov is a piece of trade bait too?
We still own him, don't we?
Yes. He had a contract stipulation that stated that if he wasn't on the NHL roster, he could opt to go back to play in Russia. And that's what he did.
But we qualified him.
We did qualify him, and I think he signed.
Oh.
Did he?
I know he's going back to Russia to play.
He's going back to Russia.
Right, but we still have his rights. If we wanted to trade him, he'll play in Russia, but he'll be on another team in the NHL if they want to bring him down.
Yeah.
Bring him over.
We got any more bold predictions or hockey takes at all? Anything?
Can I say a trade? Can I do a trade?
Yeah, go for it. I want it.
It's so played out.
Lecky?
He might be part of the package. Yeah.
Okay.
But I got one guy who will be part of the package. All right, Here we go. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
I swear to God, if you do a Locked On Avalanche trade, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
I don't know what they did, but the Penguins are going to do really bad this year.
Uh-huh.
And Brock Nelson's going to be going to Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby.
I knew it.
because
Jesus.
it's his last year, and they want him to win a cup, and then he'll go back next year. I don't care if Sidney comes. I'm not a huge Sidney Crosby fan. I'm just saying it's been talked about so much. I might as well just throw it in there.
Dude, every year it gets talked about with Sidney
Every-
Crosby getting traded to the Avs.
What happens this year is like you lose, 8.7 for Sidney, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's been taking every year for ever.
8.7 cap hit. You get rid of Brock Nelson in his second year. He only has one more year after this year. He's getting older, so now Sidney Crosby's going to go back to Pittsburgh, sign, and probably retire with that.
Well, I was gonna say if it happens, I highly doubt it will. But if it does happen, I wouldn't be surprised. He wins the cup with Colorado, and then retires the first day of next season in a Penguins sweater.
Right. I completely
sure.
think that would be like the real case scenario if that was going to happen. But
Mm-hmm.
I also looked at it as like for next season, depending on what Cale Makar gets in his contract, you have 7 million or 8.7 million. You have like close to $9 million off of the cap for next year to sign players. And that's not counting Cale Makar. If Cale Makar, let's say he gets 20, we're only going to have like 15 or 14. You take away Brock Nelson's contract, now you have 21 million to spend. You go for it. You go for the cup. You win the cup. That'll be great with Sidney. And you also, you're not going to have him back. So you have $8.7 million already wiped off the cap.
Saying
For
100%.
the next season as well if they win the cup. But
So
that would be like my bold.
My only argument against getting Sidney Crosby and this is purely just what I think, is we don't need another playmaker on this team. We have enough. We need somebody who just wants to put the puck in the net.
Would you guys rather have Sidney Crosby as a 2C or Brock Nelson as 2C?
I mean, here, Sidney Crosby is going to go down as one of the greatest generational talents of all time, for sure. I don't think Brock Nelson will ever reach that level, especially at this time of his career.
Can I interject here real quick? Brock Nelson goes down as one of those greatest American-born players.
Yes, I agree. He'll be right up there with Madonna.
The Madonna, Patrick Kane, that kind of thing.
Less rapey than Patrick Kane, but yeah.
Huh?
But I said less rapey than Patrick Kane.
Yeah,
Yeah. He didn't go to an Ivy League school. No, I don't disagree with that, for sure. One of the greatest American talents we've seen in a hot minute.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Depending on how Austin Matthews finishes out his career. But if you're asking like from a strategy perspective, how the team would be structured and built, I don't think that I would take Sidney Crosby over Brock Nelson.
No, that's cool. I just threw it out there. I can care less.
No. I think it's
I'm just
I love
he's always on it.
Right. I love the idea of getting Sidney Crosby. Absolutely love the idea.
It's weird to say this out loud, but it's kind of a wash. Like, I know they're not the same guy, but like,
age is a huge factor.
Yeah, the age, it's not really that much different. I mean, Brock Nelson, I did not know Brock Nelson had the moves that he had. He did some crazy shit with the puck. His ability to control the puck in tight is insane. And
yeah,
like, Crosby does wizardry things with the puck too. And I just think it's more of a lateral move than anything. It doesn't really matter.
I think to that point, right, Sidney Crosby does Pavel Datsyuk crazy level things with the open ice, whereas Brock Nelson can fucking deke in a phone booth.
Sure.
Brock's got some good moves.
I would have to say the really big thing would probably be the intangibles. Sidney Crosby probably might be one of the most skilled generals of the hockey world on the ice. He can control what happens everywhere from just him. Like, he can control his teammates, he controls the opponents. Like, the way he positions himself completely changes the game. It even today, it's pretty impressive how smart he plays. Like, there were games like in the playoffs last year, there was a game where everybody on Pittsburgh looked like dog shit except for Crosby, and Crosby was doing everything he fucking could to just try to salvage anything out of that. He was everywhere. And
here's an interesting question. If, let's say, the trade goes through for Shats and Gaggles, right? Who's your captain then?
Still go Gabe.
Crosby's
going to be on if Crosby gets traded, he's only going to play 25 games.
Okay.
30 games. You know?
How
Crosby doesn't even get an A.
Yeah, no, he doesn't care. He wants the cup.
He's a selfless player.
Yes, that's thank you. Perfect. He's not going to be like, I'm the captain now. No, he's not doing that at all.
This is my I am the captain. You sure about that?
I know you said it's a wash, Connor, but he averages like 85 points a year. Like, that's his average. Like, he's getting 85 points this year. Either way.
That's still insane.
Yeah.
You know,
old ass Pittsburgh.
I mean, Pittsburgh was supposed to be bad last year.
Colorado. I mean, you could also say like our power play would be a hell of a lot better too if it stinks at that point. You know, never really cared about this trade going down. It's exciting.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You know, like last year when Rantanen got traded last season, and then who put like the Pittsburgh skyline up? Who was that guy who put
Kevin Weeks
skyline up? Yes, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get Sidney Crosby. You know, but I got excited. Of course, I mean, if anyone gets Sidney Crosby, you're gonna be like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. You know,
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
if you get Sidney, it's exciting.
Yeah. I just feel like this year it's maybe his last year. Is he 37?
I got him up right now. Actually, I think so.
37 going into this year.
38.
Oof. Okay, 38.
He'll be 39 in a week. Literally a week. August 7th.
Yeah, if it was going to happen, it'll be this season.
Yeah.
That's why I said it, yeah. And then after that, you're free of the Brock Nelson deal, and you're free of the Crosby deal, because we don't know how much Cale Makar is going to get, and Carr might get $20 million now. He might get 20.
I still think he's going to take 17.
He's probably going to get 17.5 or 18 or whatever, but still. It's still a deal. Like we all agreed anything under 20 is a deal. Yeah. I don't know what our cap is going to be next year. I think it's 32 right now. Like after this season is over.
The cap space we have is right at 32 mil.
Okay, so 32. So let's say if Cale signs for 17, if you get rid of the Brock Nelson, you let's say the trade goes down for some, other pieces go, whatever it is. I don't think it would take a lot to get Sidney Crosby here if the trade happened, like with no first round draft picks. And I think it's going to just be roster players. We might have to get maybe, I don't know, like maybe a prospect for Pittsburgh or, a younger guy. But,
I'm sure Pittsburgh would want to go younger.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, they're one of the oldest teams in the league right now, too. So.
Sidney's going to come back regardless. They're like, look, go try to win a cup with these guys. Doesn't work. Come back either way. You could retire as a Penguin. That's going to happen. If he gets traded to any team. But I'm not crazy about the trade. Like, I don't care if it happens. I'm not like a fanatic like some of these people online are like, oh my God, it's going to happen. I want it to happen.
It's going to happen.
If it happens, I think it's super exciting for the fans, for all of us.
I mean, I would definitely be one of the first people to buy a Sidney Crosby Avs sweater.
Did I buy one?
Legit.
I'd buy one right now if he got traded to them. Easily. I mean, I just said that because of not only that, you get rid of the Brock Nelson contract, like I said, for next season, and you can kind of like retool a little bit down the middle a little bit.
As far as
that's why it's so bold.
As far as roster management moves, you make a valid point getting out of Brock Nelson's contract, and then if they move on from Lehkonen at the same time, either through not re-signing him or trading him, that's another $4.5 million, and more that they're saving because Lekkonen's going to get probably 9 plus, 8 or 9. So
let me bring up this this puck ledger thing, and I'm gonna see what his fair AAV was this year. Okay, so his grade is 63, and his tier is high end for this season.
By the way, I have to point out, like, way to call out Crosby's, point average there. That was really good. So I just went through the numbers. And I was like, oh
yeah?
shit, yeah, he was right. It's like right at 85.
Yeah, it's like 85 points. Like it's guaranteed he's getting 85 points no matter what. Okay,
as long as he stays healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So his Tori Lehkonen 4.5 mil, right? AAV.
Mm-hmm.
He takes up 4.3% of the cap space right now, which is not bad. His projected second contract in the UFA market as of playing this year, this is only based on what he did this year. His 3 to 5 year midterm would be $9.2 million. His 1 to 2 years, $7.2 million. That's like his market value right now as a free agent. So, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
We can't afford that.
Right.
Yeah. But that's why we keep going back to that whole thing of him not being on the team next season.
Right.
I honestly thought they were going to trade him in the offseason, like I said. And I wouldn't have
They
blamed
still
them.
can.
No. Yeah, that's true.
And, Adrian, did you see Adrian Hernandez's post?
No.
He said that a lot of fans think that Sakic is done moving pieces this offseason, but he's not. So there could be some more trades coming.
I think he's done right now. I think he's going to wait and see what happens with training camp before he starts doing things. They're going to give somebody a PTO. There will be some veteran or, journeyman young guy that's going to get a PTO contract to see, to fight for a roster spot. I mean, it could be Patrick Laine, I guess. You give Patrick Laine a PTO, and if he, does well, you could sign him and trade Lehkonen.
I heard that the Islanders right now want to offer him a PTO. They're like the only team that's interested in him right now.
The way it was framed to me was that they were the only team interested, but they were like, you're only going to get here if you sign a PTO. We are not offering you a contract.
Right. That's exactly right.
It was like, we want you, but no. No, hold on.
This is my last one. You guys could take it. Andrew Cogliano will be the GM in February, but I think Andrew Cogliano will be hired as the GM in January, February. That's my prediction for that one. So I did everything for trade, stats, and office.
You don't think he's going to be?
No?
Yeah, it is. You don't think they're just going to do it next year? Like give Joe Sakic the full year to run the team, and I'm sure that Andrew Cogliano is going to be standing right behind him the entire season.
That's true.
We all know.
He could shadow Joe Sakic throughout this entire season and see what he does.
Yeah.
And then after the season's over, he could be the GM, and then he could start signing guys as his start. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the trade deadline might be a little stressful for him right from the beginning, maybe a little nerve-wracking for him. But I get that. That makes more sense.
I'm still banking on the fact that we're going to pick up Shane Wright.
He's still out there.
Yeah, he's on the last year of his contract right now.
This is what's going to happen. Joe Sakic's going to win us a cup this year as the GM, and then they're going to hire Andrew Cogliano, and then we'll have 3 more irrelevant seasons where we are good and we don't make the playoffs. They're going to let Cogliano go, and then Joe Sakic's going to come back for a year and win the cup again. That's going to be the cycle that we go through. Hire a GM for 3 years, and then Sakic takes another crack at it, wins a cup. Guys, why can't you fucking do this yourselves?
Right?
Can't do everyone's job for them. I guess you can, Joe. That's what you did on the ice. What do you expect?
He's such a good GM, dude. I mean, everything he does is just so silent. It's like a sniper. Like
he's got the Midas puck touch.
The Matt Duchene saga was like the whole was what put everybody on notice. But it's so funny looking back at it because it was time for trades. They were like, he has to trade him now. He has to trade him now. All of the pundits are like, he's got to do it now. He's got to do it now. He can't wait anymore.
Yeah.
And he just kept waiting and kept waiting and kept waiting. And he made the trade, and everybody was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the team that got Matt Duchene won because he's the best player named here.
Yeah, Ottawa.
Yeah. As time went on, everybody went, oh, Joe Sakic won. Holy shit. He won really, really hard here.
We got Sam Girard out of that trade.
And Cale Makar.
Predators with a 13.
And Cale Makar.
Hey.
Yep.
We traded Duchene. We traded a douche for Makar. I think we won.
That's funny. But I'm really good. One team to watch out for though, when it comes to trade deadline, is Nashville. What I loved about Chris McFarland is he had a set of fucking balls, dude.
He's aggressive.
He didn't give a shit. He's so aggressive. And Nashville's very lucky. Like
they need
that. Got to be excited. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of excited for Nashville. I've always kind of liked Nashville. They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch. They're not fun to look at. Those uniforms are hideous. Their white jerseys are fine.
Colton.
The whites are fine. Those yellow jerseys are atrocious.
Yeah,
atrocious.
Nashville's the crazy chick you used to sleep with when you were in your early 20s.
Yeah.
They're not fun to look at, but god damn was it a wild ride.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know why they went that route with that, but their original blue jerseys with the silver and yellow trim and the white was nice. Yeah, Nashville's going to be fun to watch this year just because of Chris McFarland being so fucking aggressive, man.
I mean, they've got a really interesting team.
They do.
You know,
their team's
way
always
better like Philip Forsberg
in the past.
And having Maverick Bork and Roscoe, if he can actually show up again, like their middle six
they got
is
Maverick
pretty stacked. Yeah,
Chris Drury. I mean, and he also got Lubushkin. I got like Dallas and Avalanche players all offseason.
Their middle six is pretty interesting. I mean, with Philip Forsberg, Matthew Wood, I'm like on, but Maverick Bork on his wing, and then Roscoe, Pinchuk, and Marchessault.
I can't believe Marchessault's still on that team.
He's gonna fucking retire there probably.
Yeah. I can't believe he's still on the team.
That's gonna be an interesting team to watch.
He'll trade him. McFarland will probably trade him back to fucking Vegas at deadline and get somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and that's all I got, guys. I mean, I think those are pretty good bold predictions on my part. That would be funny if one of them at least happens.
It'll be better.
To be honest, I hope the Natchez one happens after.
Yeah, I think of all of them, I think the Natchez one's probably closest to the most likely.
Maybe I should say the power play.
I want the Jaden Schwartz things to come true because that means the power play will be good. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And we got him for 2 years?
Yeah.
3 years. I think it's 3. Okay.
I find it crazy that we didn't really talk about the defenseman at all.
I was going to bring it up.
But I didn't have anything.
Cale Makar with 100 points. So.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, I don't know what else there is to say. Is there anybody on the defense that's tradable? Like, that we could pack? Because obviously Brett Kulak's not tradable because he has one of the worst contracts in the league.
I mean, Josh Manson's always an option, but that's really the only one unless we want to get worse on defense. Because what do you have? You have Taves, Makar, Malinsky. Brent Burns isn't going anywhere. Brett Kulak's contract is untradeable right now unless you give them to Edmonton because they love giving people fucking shitty contracts.
I don't know about the defense if you were going to trade anybody.
So I kind of feel like
at that point, you have Josh Manson. That's really the only option.
I kind of feel like the only way you move Josh Manson is if one of your seventh defensemen plays so well that they push him out of the lineup.
Yeah. But you would agree they have to be that type of player, though, physical, big dude.
Yeah, Noah
You know,
Juleson.
you need that. You need that physicality.
Alex Gagne, Alex Gagne, however you say his name. If he comes up out of the AHL and plays NHL quality minutes and is able to take a spot, then I could see Josh Manson being moved. Brent Burns only gets moved if Colorado's out of the playoff race.
Yeah.
They'll move him at the trade deadline.
I think all of them have like no trade clauses or no movement clauses. Stuff like that.
But Brent Burns will go somewhere if he wants to win a cup. That's why he came back. If Colorado, for some reason, season got derailed and they weren't going to make the playoffs, then they would trade him to somebody who wants him to get him a cup.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think we're not going to be out of the playoff race or nothing like that.
Yeah,
We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be totally fine. I think the defense is going to play the same way. I think they're going to be really good. I just hope they do what we talked about. Brett Burns, like, kind of like a night off. He's still in the lineup. I just wish, like, after, like, he beats the Ironman record, he just goes to Coach Bezzy, like, dude, just sit me for, like, 3 or 4 games every other. Like, I'll play 1, I'll sit 4. Get ready for the playoffs. I beat the record. I don't think anyone's going to beat that anytime soon.
I wouldn't be surprised if they give him, like, 5 games after he gets the Ironman streak, and then they go to, like, all right, you're going to sit for a couple games or a game
I
or
think
2.
that's going to be only on his terms, though, because he might want to extend that, extend the...
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, give him 5 games after he wins it, just to add a little bit of padding to it, to make it so he knows he can hold it for, however long he ends up holding it for. But
I mean, he's got a lot of miles. I mean, he's played, what, like 5 or 6 seasons in a row or something like that? Like
it's crazy.
I think the last game he was out was 2012. Like, the last game he was actually out.
He has to play 57 games to tie. So if he played, that's going to leave.
Started November 21 of 2013.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
21st, 2013 started,
13 seasons straight, basically.
Insane, dude. Not many people just look at that's like, and this is hockey. This isn't fucking soccer.
Oh, yeah.
Baseball.
Oh, God. Who's that pundit that I just can't stand his takes? Actually, it's really more the way he dresses because he looks fucking ridiculous. But I've seen him talk about. Yes, thank you, PK Subban. Yeah. I can't, dude. The way he was like
and stuff. Weirdo.
It's like, regardless, I've seen clips of him on SportsCenter arguing over who's a better athlete, Ovechkin versus LeBron, and like.
Yeah, I saw that.
That
I remember
still to me is the best take I've ever seen in terms of like hockey versus literally any other fucking sport. It's like, Ovechkin, 20 years in, outstanding, legendary player, and he had to play in a sport where you're getting wrecked all 82 games. You're having to go against guys who are actively.
He puts on the head.
Oh, yeah.
He's 6'3", 220.
Exactly.
Dude.
LeBron fucking flops harder than a fish out of water.
And 5 guys got to carry him off the court.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, he's a better actor than Keanu Reeves. I don't know why he only did 1 Space Jam.
Yeah, I think Ovechkin's only missed like 24 games in his entire career.
Which is nuts.
That's insane for the type of player he is.
That's that when he broke his leg?
I believe.
Yeah, broke. Yeah.
I mean, I know he's missed more games than that one time, but like that was the longest stint of his career. I buy that.
Yeah, that's all I got though, guys. I mean,
me too.
And everything.
Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. We need some good ones though. Write them down, and hopefully I don't know how
bold they were with everybody having the same ones.
Well, I mean, one of them connected. There was a connection between all of them. You had Jaden Schwartz with both of you guys, and I said power play is going to be a top 5. And Jaden Schwartz, and I was going to say Jaden Schwartz will be one of the main reasons why it's back to what it should be.
Jaden Schwartz has never had a 30-goal season.
Well, this year.
That's why I think it's a bold prediction, is because he's never done it. So
that's awesome.
I think he sets career highs. There. That's my last prediction. He's going to set career highs in goals, assists, and points. Boom. Yep. 70-point season. I don't know.
He's going to be that. That's fine with me, dude. 60. Even if he gets 55, that's fine with me. Get 30 goals and 20-something assists. I don't care, you know. But I think, Connor, what you said, I think hopefully, I think Marty Natchez needs to be like that sniper, right?
Yeah.
On the team. He needs to be that sniper. Stop passing. Just shoot, dude.
That's what they told him to do last year. They kept telling him, just shoot the puck. Shoot it as often as you can.
I had 38 goals, right? 38 or 39?
Something like that. Hold on.
It's the 40, I know that.
Yeah.
But,
So
I think he's going to get 54 goals this year, dude. Marty Natchez is going to light it up. I think he's only got that 100 points. Now he's like, let me make another milestone. Let me get 50. And Nate will help him. Nate will get hit, dude. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Get 50. I'll go with 35.
Yeah, I'll give you all the. Nate will go. You can have all the empty net goals this year.
Yeah, right.
Everybody can stop. Leave me alone about it.
All right.
38. Good call.
Yeah, nice. Goals. So
good memory.
You can easily get 50. You know?
Yeah.
This year.
Hell yeah. All right, boys. Well, that has been our bold predictions. We'll reconvene on this at the end of the season and see what we got right, what we got wrong. It's going to be an interesting season nonetheless if we can ever get out of this boring ass off season.
Yeah.
This
has been so droning.
Just a couple more weeks and training camp's going to be opening up.
Can't wait.
Last week of August or something, rookie camp and stuff, and then we have the.
I'm just ready to watch some preseason games. Honestly,
I want to watch
prospects playing.
Exactly. I'm going to start watching overseas hockey.
All right, give me the fucking Finnish league or the Russian league at this point. F it.
Hell.
But so that's it. We will we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we have some interesting content, and if nothing else, we'll have some interesting stories to try and get through the days.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. We got some things coming up for you guys. Don't worry.
We do.
All right, guys.
All right. Peace out, everybody. See you
later, everybody.